Hello, welcome to my kitchen. I am very excited about this meal, but also a little nervous. Chef Brian of St. Felix made an unbelievable soul dish. There's a lot of ingredients that I'm a little unfamiliar with, but I'm thinking they're gonna turn into all-time favorites. My friend Megan, who's an up-and-coming actress, has just booked a big job, and I really wanna celebrate her achievements with a beautiful meal. So let's get started, shall we? So the first thing we're gonna do is take some panko breadcrumbs and grind them in a food processor or a blender till they're very fine. Next, we're gonna add the breadcrumbs to a bowl with some Parmesan cheese and some freshly chopped chives. There we go. This is going to be the breading for the fish. This is the very simple breading method that Chef Brian taught us how to do. And so I'm going to commit to my right hand being a dry hand and my left hand being a wet hand. Therefore, I will pick up the fish with my wet hand, for the fish is wet. Dredge it in some flour, and then my dry hand will pick it up. Then I will drop it in the egg wash, and I will drop this beautiful fish in our breadcrumb mixture with my wet hand, toss it with this breadcrumb mixture, and pick it up with my dry hand. Wet hand, second piece of fish. We put the flour on it so that the egg sticks. We put the egg on it so that the breadcrumb mixture sticks. They all have a job. Now that we've breaded our fish, we're gonna move on to the asparagus. So we're gonna cut off those ends. We're gonna keep them in the rubber band and drop them right into our boiling water. You'll see that the color really pops. So really only about 5 to 10 seconds at the most. There we go, and right into our water. The ice bath shocks the asparagus, keeps it from cooking. So while this is cooling, we are going to work on our couscous.
We're using Israeli couscous, which is larger than other varieties. While most couscous is prepared like rice, we'll be cooking in the risotto style, constantly stirring to create a creamy consistency.
So I'm starting my couscous with just a little bit of olive oil on the bottom of a pan, and we want it to cook until just before it smokes, so about a minute on high.
At the first sign of smoke, add 1/4 cup of white onion.
You want to cook these until they're almost translucent. I'm going to add all of this couscous for just about a minute. We're going to stir, 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 allow that olive oil to get all over everything, and just toast up the couscous. 1/2 cup of white wine, yum. That's exciting, oh my goodness. This is almost all cooked down, so I'm gonna start adding my water, cup by cup. So I have 4 cups in here, I'm gonna add that 4 times. I'm just gonna eyeball that.
Stirring will make the couscous nice and creamy without getting sticky.
After my first cup of water is added, before I add the rest of the 3 cups, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of saffron. So saffron is actually the stamen of a flower. It is picked very delicately, and it turns everything nice and orange.
Allow the couscous to fully absorb the liquid 1 cup at a time for a total of 4 cups.
So now that I've added all of my water into my couscous, I'm just gonna taste it to make sure it's cooked through. Good. It's a light flavor. Beurre blanc is French for white wine butter, and I first heard about it when I saw the movie Julie and Julia about Julia Childs. It was the thing that made her want to be a cook, so it has got to be good. We're gonna get a heavy bottom saucepan. I'm adding 1/2 cup of white wine.
Add 3 tablespoons of lemon juice and 1 tablespoon of diced shallot.
This is gonna take a little while to reduce, and reducing is basically taking a lot of liquid, boiling it down until it gets just a tiny bit of liquid and all that flavor is completely condensed. So my white wine is reduced. I'm adding in this butter right away and stirring, stirring, stirring. Now that my butter is almost completely melted, I'm gonna add my capers. Capers are very salty, so you don't have to add any salt to this. This is 3 tablespoons of capers. So I'm getting ready to taste this, see how we did. This is my very first taste of my own beurre blanc. This is so good, it's buttery, it's tart, it's a little salty. Oh, this is just gonna be wonderful all over our fish. Megan's gonna love it. So I am just gonna grab my fish out of the refrigerator. So I am ready to fry up some of this beautiful fish that we've got. My oil is hot and you wanna hear that sizzle. Lay that in there. Not too long, just a few minutes on each side. first piece is ready. I'm gonna do a flip here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to plop my asparagus right next to them so they can soak up all that wonderful oil.
The blanching of the asparagus earlier allows it to be sautéed more quickly and cooked all the way through without burning.
Oh, this is good. You want it to be tender, cooked through, but still very moist and very delicate. Yeah, I think that fish is done. Moment of truth has come. So you want to make sure you get a little bit of it everywhere. Oh, talk about can do. Look at this beautiful dish. Wasn't too hard and it has so many different ingredients. I think Megan is gonna love it. She's almost here for her celebratory dinner. Okay, Megan, so here's your celebration dinner. Congratulations on your role.
Thank you so much.
Megan Gordon is an up-and-coming actress. How does it look?
It looks so good. I've been looking forward to this all day long.
Lynn!
This is so fancy looking, but it's,
I
oh
know.
my gosh, I feel like a princess.
You are, princess.
Couscous has a really good flavor. So this looks like you went to a 5-star restaurant, you're sitting, you have a reservation, you waited months for. This looks delicious.
Yeah, you know, we learned from a professional chef, and this is kind of the kind of food you'd get at a beautiful restaurant, but it really wasn't too hard to make at home, and it took a little bit of focused effort, but delicious and totally doable.
This is really impressive.
I'm so glad you like it.
This is inspiring.
Well, a beautiful meal and a glass of wine. We drink to your success.
And to your beurre blanc.
I'll drink to that. So make your kitchen a can-do kitchen. If I can do it, you can too. See you next time.